Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Yumcha Chitchat. My name is Sue.
I'm Ken.
And I'm Jenny.
So, we all know that 2020 has been a very challenging yet rewarding year for both of us. So, for today's episode, we want to talk about 2020 to reflect on the entire year, what kind of memories we made, what kind of challenges that we faced to help us grow as a person, and also to look forward to 2021. Let's talk about the goals that we have and what we expect out of the year. So let's jump right into it. What are some good memories that you've made in 2020, Jenny?
So there's a lot of things going on. I guess I'll say, yeah, both good and bad. So just remember, like, when I guess, beginning of the year, um, I start using dating apps and start going out dating. And yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
This is the year that I tell myself, like, gotta put myself out there. And then guess what? COVID hits. But that's okay. And this year was my 25th birthday, so I remember I wanted like a big birthday party. We all planned to go to Vegas and
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We were planning to like the whole friend to go to Vegas, but too bad your birthday just right hit on COVID.
seriously, it's like right in March.
I remember like you were still hoping that we can go to downtown LA just to
Yeah.
get like a rooftop bar or something. And we were
Yeah.
hoping that the pandemic would go away by then, by April. How
And now we're here, 2021, another birthday, and we still can't go. But that's
Yeah.
okay.
We were getting
And
there. We definitely were getting there. We'll make it
yeah,
up the trip that you want to do
for
after
sure,
the
for
pandemic.
sure. For sure. Safety first. And then going into, I guess, quarantine, since I was in hospitality, I got furloughed. There's no traveling, where pretty much everybody is in a lockdown. And in the first couple months, I was just trying to enjoy myself. I do like to stay at home so I can binge watch all these Asian dramas. This is literally the best time to catch up all the drama. And I think I watched like three drama. Like I finished three drama in like a week.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
That's the
That's
definition of binge watching.
Yeah. And then I guess that time I was just hoping, yeah, COVID is just like, couple of months. I'm pretty confident that gonna get back to work and everything will be fine until like around, I think maybe around June and July. I realized, oh no, it's not getting better. So I start, having all these like stress and anxiety and going through this emotional roller coaster and start looking for jobs. I did find a job. I had a career change and pretty much like have I learned to accept what comes to me, and I'm very thankful as well that me and my family and most of my friends are um still healthy and just try to appreciate. And also one biggest thing, we started the podcast.
Yay!
yeah.
Excited.
Yes. So that's a huge thing for me, and I'm sure for all of us.
Yes,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Yeah, and honestly, I think one of the biggest challenge, just for me, thank God that it's just like, I guess, the career change and feeling lost and, don't know like which way I should go. That's the biggest challenge for me this year. But I just try to appreciate that everyone around me, including myself, that I'm still healthy, I'm still living, and there's still opportunities. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my 2020. Do you want to share again?
Yes, so 2020, honestly, for me, in my head, it's just all about COVID. Then, but I thinking back that actually from the beginning of the year, because I kind of already know the COVID is happening in Asia, but not spread out to here yet.
Yeah.
So from the beginning of the year, that had my first longest road trip in my life. I was driving from Dallas back to LA. I was
Oh.
helping
A friend?
yeah, helping a friend that yeah, I helping my ex-girlfriend to moving back from Dallas to LA. At that time, like this is kind of funny that when we are doing that because we try to like do the road trip. So I think everyone might be know about the Route 66, which is the longest the first freeway who crossed through the East Coast to West Coast.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I
that's the.
didn't know that.
You didn't know
I
that?
didn't know
Okay,
that either.
I'll just give some information for that one. From it. This is the Road 66. It's the oldest freeway, but I think currently they're not using it anymore. And
Ah.
so this is the first freeway that will cross through. I believe it's from New York, and the ending will be on Santa Monica.
Oh, I remember
Wow.
that 66
And then
sign right
yeah,
there.
if you see the 66 side, that's the Road 66. And for one more thing, if you have you watched a movie from Disney called Cars,
Yes, that I know.
and then then on the first one of Cars, there was talking about Road 66. They was based on that one.
Oh.
So
Damn,
it's
I'm
kind
so not cultured.
of
Shit.
so it is interesting that when I was doing the road trip, I saw different thing under those small town, and I kind of connected to what I watched the movie to. If everyone have a chance that you should go watch that movie, and then if you do a road trip, then you have a connection on that one. So when I was driving, there's a lot of small town. There's like not much, no, it's no one. It's just somewhere with nowhere. There's a town, and then there's something really classic gas station which we can see like a in 60s
Oh.
70, like really old one. You can see those gas station for sure that no one use it. They're just like a attraction site there too, so some old building too.
Like
Uh-huh.
abandoned?
Yeah, abandoned, but they keep
Uh-huh.
it as a like a national treasure because they're already old, so they just keep
Oh.
just keep it as one kind of attraction, so the tour can go to take a picture or take a look for that one. And also there's some museum, it's kind of auto museum, and then
Oh,
they'll
yeah,
show
I've
really
heard of
old
those.
car too.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to have like a road trip in this way. But we kind of rush to come back to LA from Dallas. So it only took around a week from driving from Dallas back to LA. So it was happening around in the Chinese New Year. I believe I remember it's around February at that time that I did the road trip.
Mhm.
And then after that, and when heading to March, COVID was starting, so like the lockdown, everyone's not going out, and then also at that time, and I was looking for job too. It is the biggest challenge I have in my one of the biggest challenges I have in my life. Like I was applying a lot of job, like I was doing accounting, then I kept applying the job that. But unfortunately, at that time the offices are closing, so they don't have any like opening. They will send you back an email about, oh, now our office is closed and that we're not doing any hiring process anymore. So we will just wait until how's the lockdown going on, then we'll like contact you after that.
So is accounting essential
Yes,
considered essential?
accounting is essential business. So after that,
Okay.
they reopen it, and they just start the hiring process. So pretty much for 2020, I think even though COVID is the biggest, and but suddenly it just caught me up. I have a road trip earlier from the year, so I did travel a bit this year.
That's good. You
Better
get
than
to have
nothing.
fun before things shut down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, how about Sue? What's your
So,
New Year for 2020?
yeah, for me, honestly, like I really had to look back because I actually went to Shanghai the beginning of the year. I totally thought that that was last year. I went to Shanghai. The plan was for Chinese New Year to spend it with my grandma. She's the only family member that's back in still in Shanghai. So I went with my aunt. The plan was to be there for 2 weeks, and I think in the middle of the trip, um, the we heard the news that there was a pandemic. Well, not pandemic. I don't think it was a pandemic. Like I don't think it was named a pandemic before. I think it was just like a small virus that came out of Wuhan.
Mhm.
And I wasn't really like we weren't really scared of it, even though we are in China, or we were
Mm.
in China. But I thought it was just like a small outbreak that would go away. Um,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so but we still had we still had a week to explore Shanghai. We still ate what we wanted to eat, what we were craving for, and I went to places that I haven't been to, so it was still a lot of fun. I had dinner with my families, or like my mom's side of the family there. So it was a good time until we had to change our flight early to come back, or else like we literally if we had changed our flight the day a day later, we wouldn't have came back. Like I would have been like we would have been locked in China.
That was the time when we banned all the flight from China, right?
Yeah, yeah, and flights are canceling left and right, and because the line to call in to change your flight is so busy that we had to call, like we were on the phone the whole entire night.
Oh gosh.
Oh my
It was
god.
so scary because we had to change my flight and we had to change my aunt's flight. And her flight
Oh.
has to be later than mine because she has to make sure that I got home first. Because
Mm-hmm.
if
Oh,
anything, like, because I had a transitional flight, so if I get stuck in the middle,
yeah.
like in Beijing, then and if she went back to Canada already, then I would have been there alone and I wouldn't
Oh,
know
that
what to do.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
that would be sucked. That if you like, you already take the flight from Shanghai, you thought that you're like, on the way back, but somehow
Yeah.
when you hit to like your transition in Beijing, it's like, oh, now we go lockdown. Then you'll be stuck in
Yeah.
Beijing until
Yeah,
now.
it's not even my home. Like, I wouldn't know where to go, what to do, and it was so stressful. So that was
Oh my gosh, like, actually, I remember I was planning to go back during that time as
yeah,
well,
I
and we
think so,
planned to
yeah.
meet up.
Yeah, but you didn't end up going.
Yeah, I didn't end up going because things are getting serious over there, and then at the end, my mom was like, "I see, I told you." But, I mean, now we're more serious here, so
Luckily, you didn't get that.
Yeah, I still remember, before I went, my boyfriend, he was telling me, like him and his family were telling me, like, "Hey, like, Wuhan has this outbreak of virus, like, you have to be careful, not to go there or anything." But I was like, "Shanghai is fine, like, Shanghai is far from Wuhan, and I'm only gonna be there for 2 weeks,
Mhm.
so I'm sure it's fine." But yeah, here we are. Anyway, so after I came back, I still went to work for 2 months, until I was furloughed in March. And I work in the same industry slash company that Jenny works in. And after I got furloughed, like the first furloughed was the letter said that I can come back in July. So I was like, it's just 3 months, like no big deal.
Yep.
And then June comes around. The furlough letter said September or October. I was like, bitch, the fuck. Um,
Yep.
yeah,
Just keep
so
extend and extend.
that's when I got like kind of nervous. I was like really reconsidering my career. So I don't think I went places when it was during quarantine. I did go to Yosemite in I don't remember when. I think October? No. Yeah, or September, October. It was pretty cold when I went. That was fun. It was with my boyfriend's family. Um yeah, I think those were the two like good memories that I had of 2020.